So lately I've been feeling restless, and this is more of the existential kind of restlessness. And maybe if you've been feeling the same way recently or in the past, you can let me know. But how it feels like is I'm in my early 20s now. I'm 24. I turned 24 this year, and it feels like everything I've done since adulthood, 18 years old, it just feels like it hasn't been enough, you know? And I'm a very um, high achiever, so I'm not okay with average results. So that's probably why. And I feel like I've accomplished pretty decently in my lifetime as far as like success metrics, in terms of like money, in terms of like education, all those success metrics that people talked about that you should achieve in your early 20s. I feel like I hit those milestones. But what's keeping me really restless recently is I feel like I feel like I I feel like this isn't where I need to stop at, right? Right now, I have a decent job. They pay me well, well into the six figures, but it just feels like this isn't where I belong. And I don't want to sound like ungrateful or anything like that because I truly am grateful for the opportunities I've been given. And I have a lot of amenities and quality of life that a lot of people my age would kill for. Like this house right here, I live in this house, I own this house. Certain things that people would kill for that I'm currently living, but if you are similar to where I'm at or you're standing where I'm at, it is still very underwhelming, and that's where the restlessness comes from. Now, when I say it's underwhelming, I don't mean like this isn't enough because in all honesty, I think this is enough, but if I'm not working towards my next goal, it's like this existential kind of feeling that I feel, right? And that's kind of where I am. In the past few months, I've made a lot of changes in my career trajectory, where I want to be in the future. I made a lot of changes, and as a result of that, I feel very restless. I just have really no idea where this decisions right now I'm making is going to lead, into my future. Like 10 years from now, would this be a good decision? Not committing all the way in my career. I have trajectories to move on to upper management, to director positions, and those positions can pay multiple six figures all the way to, like $500,000 and whatnot. So it is a viable career path that has a good, decent end game, but I just don't think it's for me. I think I have to work for myself. I have to fit, I have this dream right now of being remote, where you can live in different countries or different cities of America. I have that vision right now, and I plan on fully living it out. And for me to do that, I have to step up to the next level, and that's where the restlessness comes from. When I'm just sitting alone, right before I filmed this video, I was actually just sitting. There's a chair right there. I'm just sitting on my in my kitchen, and I'm thinking to myself, what can I be doing right now to advance my career as a entrepreneur or my content creation? What can I do to advance these things? So my mind is always spinning. It feels like it's nonstop, and I have a lot of things being juggled right now. So it is just really nonstop. Maybe someone who's been through the same path I have felt this before and can let me know, but it just feels like it never ends because tomorrow I wake up, I still have work. I go to work, and then I grind out a few hours on the computer, program something, and then I'm grinding out a few hours on here. I'm making content, and this is the only place I make content. So there's a lot of things being juggled, but this is not a complaint by any means. I genuinely do enjoy doing those things. I enjoy making these videos. I feel like they release a compartment of my mind that I no longer have to hold on to just by speaking it out loud in front of a camera with potential viewers, right? But I don't think I have like anything insightful really to add. Um, just want to put out there what it feels like to be young and ambitious. I'm sure many of you guys can relate. But that's all I got for you guys today.